The families of two First Nations women whose bodies are believed to lay in a landfill just outside of Winnipeg just got out of a meeting with the municipal, provincial and federal governments. I'm here with Grand Chief of the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs, Cathy Merrick, as well as Cambria Harris, the daughter of Morgan Harris, one of the women who is believed to be in the Prairie Green Landfill. How are you both feeling coming out of this meeting today?
It's very bittersweet to come out of a meeting where the provincial and the federal government has committed $20 million apiece, plus also a lot of support money for the families while they go through the trial that's coming up. And so hopefully that we'll be able to support them in that manner as well when the time comes, and that the $40 million that was committed today will help start the process of searching the landfills.
Cambria, $200,000 is being given from the federal government towards mental health supports, as well as $500,000 from the province for the trial. What does that mean to you to get that support for what you're going through along with this trial and the other families?
It's incredibly important to be able to provide those mental health supports to the victims' families who are going through very real and gruesome realities. We're going through a court process right now, and I'm not gonna lie, going back in November with the pretrial, that was the hardest 2 weeks of my life to ever have to go through. I'm listening to what's being done to your mom and sitting in the same room as the guy who did it. It's not okay, and it's imperative for us to be able to be there to support families during this tough process and time, because when we are not there, it's those kinds of gaps and injustices that continue to fail our people, like my mother, for example. She didn't have mental health supports growing up, and that led her to being homeless and on the streets and losing her children to the child welfare system, the very same system that she fell victim to as a child. And so it's about finally stepping up to those statistics and saying, we're not going to take those statistics and numbers anymore, you're going to do something about it. And yeah.
Absolutely. I know a big fear with not searching the landfill is basically saying that the bodies of Indigenous and specifically First Nations women are not important or not valued by not searching. Does this recommitment and funding tell you otherwise?
Yeah. Yes, it does, for sure. And we will not allow anymore for our women to end up in landfills. We have done a lot of work. We have lobbied. We have gone coast to coast to coast to be able to ensure that our women from First Nations have a home to come home to, and that we speak for them, that we talk about them, and that we bring them home.
There is a lot more work to do going forward, even after this landfill search gets done, even after my mother gets brought home. You know, this is an ongoing issue that continues to affect the livelihood and well-being of Indigenous peoples each and every single day, not only across Turtle Island, but across the world. Minorities and Indigenous peoples are currently being discriminated against no matter where you go in the world universally, and so it's imperative that we continue to make those steps in the future to not only address these ongoing crises, but to address the systematic failures that are currently going on in those jurisdictional gaps that continue to fail families during these processes each and every day. So, yeah, that's it.
I just wanted to thank the Premier for his commitment, as well as to the federal government for their commitment at this point in time, because those were the two levels of government that we had to ensure that we spoke to, and that they were able to speak to each other to ensure that this happened here in Manitoba. So I give them that, and I'm grateful for that today.
Well, thank you, Grand Chief Cathy Merrick and Cambria Harris, for talking with me today.
Yeah, thank you so much.